Oh no.
Oh no, here we go. Okay, I think I'm ready.
Okay. We are now live.
Hello and welcome to Lumiere. I'm your DM, Bryn, and playing with us tonight is Peridot, played by Rainbow.
Let's go destroy stuff!
Smoke, played by Jay.
It's me.
Kellogg, played by Bunsen.
It's a me, Kellogg.
Rum, played by Chev.
Hello.
And Tavern, played by Cloak, who is in the car.
Hello. My audio quality will be worse than normal. I'm sorry.
Tavern, is that you?
What's a car?
Grease immobile.
I think Tavern's slightly out of phase.
Anyway,
He's just, it's all staticky around him.
last session you might have started a war.
Might have. His ping's really low.
Is this like the loading errors that y'all had before?
Yes.
Imagine walking through a portal in like a D&D campaign and it goes like the Minecraft loading terrain.
Maybe we can use Tavern's lag to our advantage.
Lag switching in D&D.
Oh, Tavern didn't like the way that fight went. How do you know? He just disconnected. Are you okay?
I'm just imagining like the fuck just Tavern like making the motion of yanking a cord out and just
Fair enough. But last time.
hold on, I think I hear my lady calling me. I have to go.
My people need me.
So last time, you guys got involved in a diplomatic incident that ended in one of the two meeting leaders of two military groups storming out because he was pissed the fuck off. You might have started a war. How do you proceed?
Well, at the moment, we're just watching to see if they make a move right now, right?
Well, they've left the mountainside.
Oh.
But they went to the bottom of the mountain, and it's obvious they're probably going to go and start setting up camp.
Well, what do you guys suggest we do?
Is it just us, or yeah? Is it just us, or is the faking still with us?
The faking is still with you.
I think Smoke was just talking with Faking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're the acting commander here. I turned to the other general in the room. What's our plan?
We call for aid.
Define
Isn't
call
aid-
for aid.
Isn't aid on the way already?
Our aid, perhaps. Assuming that girl can even convince that kingdom. I'm curious as to what your aid would be.
Suddenly I want some lemonade.
What is lemonade?
It's a very tasty treat.
Some silly dragon myth.
Yeah, not to be confused with lemonade, which is a very sweet citrus fruit that has magic. You know what? Never mind. I don't think that's what you meant.
Well, our aid would come from the pirate monarch.
Oh joy, the pirates.
Well, this is pirate country.
Suddenly, the amount of liquor at the festival we were here at a few weeks ago makes much more sense.
Well, I mean, wouldn't a pirate be more comfortable out at sea, not at land? I'm confused.
Pirates are just mercenaries.
They are? I thought they were thieves.
There's quite a bit of distinction, actually. You learn a lot of things when you have nothing to do but read the books of people you've killed. The distinction between pirates and thieves is mostly an honor-based one. Pirates have codes, laws, especially if they've organized enough to have a monarch.
General, do you need us to go look for aid, or do you need us to stay here with you?
I sent messengers when you first arrived. It's up to you if you want to go and back them up potentially, or to stay here.
Would they
Also,
need backup?
pirate is more of a technicality nowadays.
We ought to remain here. With some of this...
Alright.
I slipped into the wrong accent. We ought to remain here. We're some of the strongest people on this plane. We should put that to good use in case they decide a surprise attack.
We are?
I agree. You wouldn't want to miss out on the combat.
awful.
Plus, perhaps as an informant, they brought that goblin along with them. The first chance I get, that demon is going to hell.
I wouldn't mind joining you in that.
Smoke, I'm afraid you are not the one to say where that demon is going. But
You're right,
get
my
your
flames will
point.
probably destroy her soul. She's probably not going anywhere.
Slaves could do that?
Hell flames can do that.
That's... Remind me not to piss you off.
That should go without saying, farmer.
Did you mean it when you said that was one of the strongest people on the plane?
Probably.
Well, thank you.
You're able to keep pace with us. You've seen what I, and even Realm, are capable of.
Right. Well, thank you.
I can make fire. And I flick my fingers, get a little fire on my finger.
The building's made of wood. Stop that.
Ow, ow, ow. He blows it out.
Your fire shouldn't actually be hurting you.
Well, I'm still practicing.
Alrighty then.
Even then, if it is, you're manifesting it too close to your flesh. Here, and I would, like, demonstrate manifesting it slightly above the finger. Practice.
So Rum's gonna try to mimic that. Do I need to roll or something for how successful
for-
that is?
Roll Arcana.
Roll for not fuck up.
Okay.
Alright,
A
this
3.
nat 1 is gonna be...
Uh-oh.
You've definitely made just a teensy bit of progress, but it's still on your finger.
Well, oh. Well, I almost messed that one up.
Consider gloves,
Wouldn't
I
those
want
gloves
gloves.
just burn?
so you don't burn yourself.
Well,
Wouldn't
it's
they
okay
just
now.
burn on your hand, though?
They make gloves out of non-flammable material. Consider a treated leather.
Oh, yeah.
I find tiefling hide to tan the best. They're demons, inherently flame resistant as well.
If rum is against eating, and if rum is against,
Well, if they're
killing
already
animals.
dead, you're just wasting things.
I think
He
we
has a
can make
point.
some gloves
She has a
without
point.
killing innocent animals.
They're already hand-shaped. A tiefling... Let's let that sleeping dog lie, shall we? I'm going to go to the top of the tower and observe.
Is that out of character or in character? Because you were in voice still.
Yeah, I'm saying that aloud.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
I'm gonna go down to the entrance at the ground
Fair enough.
and just watch there. In
Where-
case anyone's trying to do something sneaky.
Where should I go? Where do you
Guess
need
wherever you
some
feel
raw
most
strength or some fire?
Why don't you head down to the camp, see if they need any help with preparations?
Alright, so Rum would head that direction then.
Yeah, I'm gonna be looking around basically to see if they're doing like sneak the other side.
Faking, care to join me up top in private? I feel like we have things we need to discuss.
Ooh.
He says very well. I hope you know that you didn't have to start things with him. As much as I would have preferred that.
Oh, please,
Well.
don't tell me you don't think that this was going to progress sooner or later.
So now,
The
Do that run up there? And I walk away.
Knowing what that goblin likely said, we have the advantage that she's thick. She probably didn't give them enough details to truly go on.
the first war, and since I was a soldier.
And they're the aggressors, easy to paint as villains. Uniting the other kingdoms against their tyrannical banner will be easy.
What?
But do we want to unite them? Because after the first war is called, then, well, at that point, the ice has been broken.
Then it's simple. We need to paint them to be as evil and as malicious as we can. Make them an exception, not the rule. That will get the others on our side. And to do that, I have ideas. Unfortunately, many of those ideas revolve around being inside the college. We know they have Dragonborn down there. Revealing that secret would vilify them forever. Especially knowing what they have down there.
DM question.
Yes?
How long has it been since we left the college?
It's been a couple days.
A couple days? I thought it's been like 36 hours.
It's been, let's see, it took you guys 3 days to get to Dongsan.
Oh right, multiple days passed. Okay. Because
So,
the thought occurred to me, the Wabana appeal it becomes unusable after 48 hours.
Yeah.
I also threw the fruit on the ground.
Oh yeah, you did that.
But we know one thing. They're after a dragon in the grove. But I doubt that goblin was intelligent enough to say much more.
But you'd think they would warn them about the adventuring party, especially since you've already sided with them.
Perhaps they don't think of us much as a threat at all. Perhaps they don't even know we're gone yet. We placed pretty low on their totem pole of concerns, especially since they adjourned our investigation. Which, speaking of, I can't help but feel is connected now. The one who spoke to me, the dragons in the basement, this war, they all craved. They all seemed to try to despoil things, lead us to places of war, hardship. I can't help but feel that everything is going to fall into place soon. Whoever is organizing this entire thing is clearly operating from within that kingdom, perhaps even from within the college. I don't think it's the headmistress, but it might be someone else. But important matters first. We need to do everything we can to have them painted as evil. And what might make that the easiest is perhaps a form of strategic loss. What I find most
Do you
interesting,
propose that we lose?
what I find most interesting is that they seem to want access into this sacred grove, the grove where we met the dragon. And while his presence there was likely due to the natural magic of the area, I don't believe that that area has any particular sanctity, does it?
No, not particularly.
But the goblin, and by extension, the people she's talking to, don't know that. They think it's a holy place. And so, if it gets to that point, we strategically fail and let them burn that grove to the ground. Allow the world to think that they are willing to trample on a truly sacred place for their own selfish pursuits, and it will do everything for what we want to accomplish. And if that doesn't work, I do have another plan. But that one is probably a long shot at best. We need to prepare for combat, real combat. Not 6 zombies in a hallway combat.
They were trying their best.
I did
What, King? Are
expect
you
there
on
to
the
be
side?
12 of them.
Are you on the side of the undead now, King? We'll need supplies. While I may not have gone out on the raids, my people were raiders, and one of the very few things a poor cripple like I could do to help the effort was to prepare. I know what it means to go to war. I would look down over the camps and such. Make sure these youths know what they're getting into. Make sure their families know. I turn to the faking. This is a plane that hasn't seen true combat in centuries. I'm willing to bet a lot of these men are here for some sort of bravado, some promise of attained glory. They're here to win favor, here to earn their glory for them and their country. They were probably promised a lot of things. These men are going to come home broken, win or loss. This is a war that's going to cost a generation, King. We need to spend it wisely. Why'd you pull out an iPad?
I'm imagining that in character.
He's got one of those like cat games on it.
He's playing Nico Hatsume.
The fake king just whips out Fruit Ninja, just like.
We had to take Rub's credit card away because he spent $5,000 on Genshin Impact.
Ooh, someone's looking up Sea Vertical.
But fucking. We need to be careful.
Yeah, you don't want to cut that bomb in Fruit Ninja. Okay, joke's over. I'm sorry.
he looks to you and he says, "I've known for a while something hasn't quite been right, but I didn't know exactly what it was. Initially, I thought it was your master, but I know it can't be."
Does
Something
Rum?
is wrong in this place. Yeah, what does Rum do? I want to know what Rum do.
Oh well, I went off to that camp, so I was just wondering if I
Yeah.
found anything.
You definitely found people like moving supplies because it looks like they're preparing defenses on the other side of the wall. They've opened up like the gates and everything and are moving like they're just moving like things to get in the way of other people and stuff. You know, big spiky pits, that kind of thing.
Does
They're just
anyone
trying to make sure that
does anyone look like they're struggling to haul stuff or like trying to lift something?
here and there you definitely find like once in a while you'll find someone who's having like a really tough time moving things.
Is there one in particular?
Mm, not one in particular, but you could definitely join in.
Well, so I was just saying, what I wanted to know what Rum would look for one and offer to help, but I just wanted to know what they looked like or
Okay.
what they were struggling with.
It's just he looks like he's very young and he just joined the Legion. And he's just kind of ended up here.
Well, hello, can you use some help? I can haul things.
Yes, please. I'm gonna be honest with you, I haven't had to move supplies as much. I've sort of just been training, you know,
That's quite all
I'm
right.
sorry.
Wow, what can I take off your hands?
He's obviously moving like really heavy amounts of rope
Okay.
to
Ru-
like maneuver to like help like tie together defenses and things.
Okay. Rum will grab as many loops of rope as he can carry and
Yeah.
haul them for him.
Yeah. As for Kellogg, what are you specifically looking for?
I'm mostly like, so Kellogg hasn't really doesn't really know like how this whole war thing goes. So he's under the impression that they could basically come attack at any moment. So he's kind of trying to stay vigilant and keep an eye out if like anyone's sneaking over.
Of course.
Should I roll like a perception check or anything, or
Yeah.
investigation or
Perception.
perception? All right. That is a 5. I'm gonna spend a luck point to reroll that. That's a 17. Much better.
All right. Nothing too interesting is going on. You can see like the troops moving back down the mountain. There's kind of a very weird energy in the camp because one part of them is one part excitement, the first war in like ages, and we're on the right side this time. We're on the right side, like yeah. But the other end of the spectrum is
Oh God, war.
is like yeah, oh God, war. The fear of the unknown, in essence.
But I don't notice anything out of place or anyone that doesn't look like they're supposed to be here.
Nope, not as far as you can tell.
Okay.
Who shrank a Lilette? Hold
What?
the fuck on. She got so tiny.
What?
What are we talking about?
Oh, I was looking at the things I had and I saw Lilette's figure was really particularly small. Like abnormally small compared to you guys.
Huh.
I still want to know who looked up Steve Urkel on the tablet.
You see like a very nervous Emirate for sure, like pacing the wall.
He
He
just looked really stressed the fuck out.
I'm gonna be honest, I forgot he was here.
To be fair, he always looks stressed the fuck out. It's just particularly aggressive this time.
Aggressively stressed.
We have no idea what he said.
I'm gonna interpret that as Tavern.
Fucking beyond.
I'm gonna interpret that as Tavern said that he's erotically stretching.
Tavern.
All right.
Tavern is passing near a black hole.
That's all I heard was erotically stretching.
You want to try that again?
Can try to type it if you need to, if it's
I would
important.
At this point, it was not important.
Okay.
Oddly weird that you say it's not important. I guess I'll walk up to Emirates since I noticed them. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
You all notice them? All right. First time at war, huh?
None of us have been to war. Not even you. You've never been to war. No one has. Not in a very long time.
Oh,
I've been in many wars.
my family was at war with the family across the path.
Rome, aren't you with other people in the camp?
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting. Sorry.
You just teleport back. Just drop what you're doing.
Rum pops through a portal, just his head for a minute.
Yeah.
No one's been to war in a very long time.
Well, it depends how you see it. There's mini wars and there's big wars.
But there haven't even really been mini wars. There have been debates and there have been their little disagreements, but it's never been border skirmishes, and this is
My
entirely
neighbors had a
different.
war. Are you gonna need an axe or something?
I couldn't even try to begin to lift an axe, honestly.
Oh, once you get used to it, it's very fun just to smash someone's skull on with it.
Kella, did you say you wanted to be involved? Because Emerit's getting now very uncomfortable.
I am not there right now. Oh, unless I came back after looking around.
Emerit is visibly
Peridot, was it?
uncomfortable.
Yeah, Peridot.
I think you should leave Emerit alone now.
Oh, come on, you get used to it.
He just does not look happy about any of what just happened.
Secret true is what my mom used to say.
Emerit, maybe you should sit down for a bit.
All right, I'll go rest, I guess. I hope Lilith's okay. I'm gonna say that the faking is going to be the one who's going to want to end the unfortunate conversation going on up top. And hopefully hopefully Cloak is in a better position to be able to communicate. Cloak.
And while that's going on, I'm gonna be looking for a store to buy an axe for my new friend.
There's no stores here. You're at a fort.
Oh, I'm gonna be looking for an axe for my new friend then.
Yeah, there's just gonna be just a battle axe stuck in a tree nearby. Sure.
Well, I mean, everyone's getting ready for war, so there should be supplies of some kind.
Yeah, but Emmer's a spellcaster.
Yeah.
I don't know that, so I'm gonna get him an axe.
Looks at person in robes. How do I know you're a spellcaster? Oh well.
Yeah. Sorry, are we gonna skip?
Yeah,
Are we
that
gonna
should be
do a
good
long rest?
though. I never stopped being able to hear y'all, so.
Fair enough. But I have to ask, is there anything Tavern wants to do in particular?
Not in particular. He's just kind of trying to conceal how giddy he is at the prospect of so much death about to occur.
Roll a performance check.
An 8.
That is
You
an
are
8.
You are trying very hard to hide it, but it is a little difficult for you.
That is entirely reasonable.
All right.
Are we
I
all
think you
taking a
guys
long
can.
rest then?
Yeah. During the day, you see them hit the base. You see the other army building base camp at the base of the mountain, on their side, of course, of the mountain.
I have a feeling that there's probably like dedicated lookout for the camp, so I don't think we need to like take shifts.
Yeah.
Or the fake Hain just doesn't need to sleep. Maybe he could be doing it. Does he need to sleep?
No.
Oh, well, he could just be lookout then.
He doesn't
He's probably
have
so
to.
high stress he can't sleep anyway.
Yeah, fair enough. Poor man.
Poor part deer, man.
Poor deersman.
So we all take a full long rest then?
Yes.
Cool.
So I guess then comes my question. You from looking down there, you guys can definitely see like they've set up camp and they're getting ready. It'll probably be another day before any troops arrive, if any at all. None of you are trained soldiers.
Oh, aren't I a trained soldier?
I think I've got. Committed enough murder to get the GED.
Is there training going on today? Could I join the training?
There's not really training going on.
None of them are trained soldiers either.
No one's really had to train soldiers for war per se. Maybe for some mild defenses, but nothing quite like this.
Can I like find like someone who's willing to practice with me, like using sticks?
A
I'll
sparring
practice
partner?
with you.
All right,
You volunteer.
all right. But no actual lethal weapons. We're just going to be using these. I look around, like I find like some sticks around camp, just sitting around.
Yeah.
We'll use these sticks instead.
Okay. Is
Do you
that
mind if
something
I
we
use
add
my
to our
shield?
inventory?
Huh?
Is that something we add to our inventory? Or how do we handle this?
You don't have to.
I don't think
Okay.
we're gonna keep these.
I'm just standing at the back like I have no desire to participate in this.
You can use your shield.
I can't
Alright.
hold the shield.
No, she was talking. All right. Do we like do some like? Are we gonna simulate fighting here, or just gonna
Sure.
say it happens? How much damage does the stick do?
Bonk.
We'll say the stick doesn't do damage, and instead I'm going to hand you guys the option of at least having a few seemingly actual rounds of combat.
Okay.
Okay.
So
I'll-
swing as if you're so in essence roll as if you're swinging your actual weapons.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm,
so you go on
I'm
initiative?
gonna be at the ready, and I'm going to allow Peridot to go first.
All right. Let's look at my rolls. Okay. I am going to.
Like, just roll your attack.
Oh, this is my first time playing this class. So.
Don't you just?
Do I rage now or before, after, or before, or what?
You don't have to rage at all.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're not in actual combat here, unless it is something that really piss you off.
I'm gonna try to hit her. Is it him or her?
Him, Kellogg.
I'm gonna hit him with my great battle axe.
No, you're not. You're using your stick.
Yeah, well, I'm
Yeah,
stick
but the
that
stick
in
using the same
10
stat rolls.
Okay,
It's a stick. It's a battle axe shaped stick.
16.
16.
Mhm.
That does not hit. So I managed to parry it with my shield.
Now, do I hit twice as a barbarian, or how does
Well,
that work?
Barbarians don't get multi attack. I don't think.
Yeah, no. So I'm
No,
gonna.
they don't get a fighting style. I think they get an extra attack.
Oh.
I'm not sure.
If you're looking at D&D Beyond, it should tell you how many attacks
yeah,
per
shouldn't
action you get.
shouldn't your character sheet?
Where does it say that?
Under actions.
I'm glad we had the sparring match then.
Oh, I get 2 per. It says 2.
All right,
So I'm
then
gonna
go ahead and try
hit
again.
him with that great axe again. That's gonna be an 18.
That does not hit. I managed to parry that too.
Oh, well, you got pretty good armor then.
Yeah, I got
So-
AC of 19. So I have +9, but that's because it's with the longsword +1. Should I use the +8 instead?
Feeling a difference.
I guess use whatever the roll says on D&D Beyond.
Yeah, well, the only reason it's +9 is because it's the magic sword.
Oh.
So just +8 then.
Yeah, just +8 then.
Okay. That is a 10. I kind of fumbled the swing.
It does not
But-
hit.
Yeah, I'm gonna try my second attack because I get 2 attacks per action. That is a 14.
Does not hit.
All right. It's been a little while. I'm out of practice.
I'm gonna sweep the feet with my great axe.
You can. Okay, you can try.
18.
That does not hit. I jump right over it.
All right, and I'm going to hit you again with the great axe. Normal attack.
Okay.
No, it's not gonna hit. That's 17. I feel like I'm gonna have to get like a nat 20 on you.
Just
Ends my
about.
turn.
All right. I'm gonna. So I parry that with my shield, and while your arm's going back from the shield, I'm gonna try to hit you again. That's another 10. I miss.
This is kind of nice.
Getting the
This
bad
is
rolls out of the way.
weirdly entertaining.
So that is a natural 19, which is a 27, but I get crits because I'm a half orc on 19.
Okay.
What happens on the crit? Do I accidentally do actual damage?
You do 1 point of actual damage.
Okay, I hit you right like on the side of the head with the stick.
All right.
I kind of look at where I hit you. It's like, oof. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
All right. Let's keep going then.
I would just turn to one of the guards. Do you have a target in the middle of a secluded field?
We do have a target area over there, and it's right next to like a bunch of like stone and everything. Things that are fireproof.
Bunch of archers over there practicing their archery.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna go over there and I'm just gonna eldritch blast at the targets to practice while they're all shooting bows.
I'm imagining, like, suddenly I'm imagining, like, Smash Bros. Break the targets, but it's in Enra. Yes.
Is it still your turn?
Nope. It's your turn now.
I'm gonna sweep the legs with the battle axe. That's not
Okay.
gonna hit. That's only a 10.
All right, while you guys play American Gladiators, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
All right, now I'm gonna hit you again.
Okay.
No, it's a nat 1.
Oh.
No, wait, is it? No, it's a 7. Sorry. Nope, that
Yeah.
doesn't hit you.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. So I'm gonna swing at you too. That is another 10. I keep rolling 2. And that is a 23. So that hits, right?
Yep.
So overall, we can say, like, we can probably like fast forward, and we can just assume that based on this performance, I'm mostly doing better.
Yeah.
Considering you haven't been able to hit me. DM, what do you say?
Yes. Honey. You know. All right, so far, so in the sparring match setup, Bunsen 1, Rainbow 0.
Yeah, and
Perhaps
I did accidental actual damage.
I don't have
Negative.
armor that's like I have to be like hit by natural 20 though, so
It's
Fair enough.
I have an AC of 19. You can get a 19.
You only took 1 hit point of damage and all, so it's not a big deal. Realmer, what are you doing?
I'm still at the camp, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're all at camp.
Yeah, so I guess I'll be still helping people haul stuff or wherever I can help out.
Well, it's been the night.
So
Oh.
is there a place? Sorry, go ahead.
So is everything already set up then?
Yeah.
Okay.
People are working on, like, getting stakes into the ground and stuff on the other side. Nobody
so,
really expected to use the war supplies.
So I've been actually here to witness this fight then.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're not fighting with malice. We're sparring.
Right.
Mock fight.
So I guess I didn't realize the room would have been commenting on stuff, but you're both very talented. Well done.
Why, thank you. A little practice. It's been a little while since we last got in combat.
I wouldn't mind a little bit of sparring, but I probably would light you or myself on fire.
Well, as long as you keep the magic at bay,
I
I wouldn't
am
mind
gonna
sparring
let-
with you.
you go ahead and take my spot for a few minutes. Rum, what'd you say your name was? Rum?
It's Rob. It's nice to meet you, Peridot, you said?
Yep, nice to meet you too.
As long as you don't use the magic, we can spar, sure.
All right, then. Rum is going to take a swing, then.
All right, you guys. We're using sticks, by the way, if that's not clear.
But we're still...
No, it's not.
We still use our main weapon to cast, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be funny if Rum didn't know he just used his weapon.
Attack with...
Probably still wouldn't hit me, honestly.
Let's see, I forget how to attack with a weapon.
It's a good thing that we're going through the motions now, then, huh?
I can't get the freaking Steam overlay open where I had my character sheet. Alright, attack. I think it was Morningstar. There we go. Okay, that is a 20 to hit, not natural.
Oh, yeah, that hit.
Okay.
It's like, oh,
And that does
you gotta be good there.
9 piercing damage.
No, we're not doing actual damage because there are sticks.
Oh, alright. Well, I didn't know if you're tracking the HP or not.
Yeah, no. I only accidentally did 1 damage to Peridot because I got a critical hit.
Okay. Well then, so Rum swings and lands a good blow. You alright there?
That's smart. Yeah, that's smart. Good hit there.
Ooh.
Now let me try.
Oh,
No,
here
no,
it comes.
try
Give me
to
your
swing at
best shot, Kellogg.
That is an 18 to hit.
That hits.
All right, and I follow up with another quick hit, which is a 15 to hit.
Oh, wow. Let's see. No, I forget the command to see my shit. Sorry. Sheet. Maybe that's the one. Here we go. His AC is 13, so that's a hit.
All right, so I hit you with 2 rapid hits.
Nice. Oh! I didn't even see those coming, Kellogg. I didn't know you had that in you.
All right, keep the pressure on.
Alright, one more. And then he's going to spin around and swing his Morningstar completely the other direction. Spinning around.
His actual weapon?
Or the stick, sorry.
Yeah, I was like, hang on a second.
Okay, and that's a 14.
That does not hit. I managed to parry it with my shield.
Okay, so it glances off the shield. Oh, that was a nice one. You're fast.
Thank you. And I try to hit you 2 more times. That's 12 to hit.
Negative.
All right.
Oh,
And then a 19, so a crit.
and you're hitting me with a stick also?
Yes.
You
Okay,
get another
so-
1 point shot.
So the first one I managed to grab with the palm of my hand, and then you come around and hit me again for 19.
Because you grabbed the stick, I'll say that I like got like a blunt hit with like my fist, but I try to hit a spot that won't like hurt much,
Okay.
like so, like a properly armored spot, but does deal 1 damage.
Okay. All right. Oh, you got me
Stick-
again. I can't seem to block
You gotta keep your
block you.
defenses up.
They're up. They're up. I'm just too slow. Perhaps I'm getting old. He goes to take another swing, and then he kind of just, I'm actually kind of tired. I think I might have to bow out. Props to the better combatant. My mind's not in it today.
No worries. Rest up and be ready for tomorrow, huh?
You guys realize at this point that soldiers had gathered and we're just kind of watching you guys.
Do any of them want to try me?
There was a very small betting pool.
I turned to the crowd like, does anyone else want some sparring?
They all just kind of look at each other and.
Come on, show me your warrior spirit.
Can I say that Rum is slowed down and doesn't realize it by the robes?
Yes. Rum has not realized yet that the robes are making him just a little slower.
There's distant, somewhat muffled explosions as they continue to blast the targets.
I speak to the crowd. Come on, show me your warrior spirit. We're going to need it for tomorrow. Can I roll persuasion
They
on
all
the
kind of
crowd?
look at each other, and there's like a nervous energy. This was a nice break from what they've been doing, but honestly, they still have. There's kind of that murmur of like things they have to do.
Can I try rolling persuasion for my convincing the crowd?
Sure.
That is a 14.
And a few people kind of remain, but everyone else kind of disperses back to duties.
Fair enough.
There's a lot to do. Not
Yeah,
a lot of time.
Understandable.
I'm gonna go hunt.
What are you gonna do?
Talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh, I said I'm gonna go hunt.
You're gonna go
Small
hunt.
game. Mhm.
Okay.
While this was occurring, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Go on. No, I was actually
Okay.
about to ask you what you wanted to do.
So if I look like down I guess we're up on a mountaintop. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I look down the mountain, the direction the opposing army would be coming from, is there like any obvious bottleneck area?
There's the one pathway up the mountain, of course. At least the one clean pathway. Everything else is kind of like having to climb up areas, or it's really weird and steep and messy and is going to slow them down.
Okay, so how far is it to the bottom of the mountain?
It's not too far to the bottom of the mountain. The mountain itself isn't this point in the mountain isn't particularly very tall. This is kind of just the mountain pass for the most part. So there's like, you're not looking at it being like a day's travel, but it's definitely like a couple hours.
Okay, so how about I walk out maybe 500 feet down the pass?
Hmm.
And points on, is it like a pass that has walls, kind of? And how wide is the pass?
The pass is large enough so that way groups of people of maybe a 5 or 6 wide group of people could march easily, like side by side.
Okay, so we're talking like 20 feet wide?
Yeah, and there wouldn't be a lot of like vaults or anything because this area is like the pathway was cleared purposefully and made into a road.
Okay. Is there anything on like the sides of the road and all? Like literally anything? Rocks, debris.
Rocks, debris, usual kind of stuff that you're gonna find on a mountainous road, in essence.
Okay,
Big
so
boulders.
I'm gonna go about 500 feet down this road or so, and find a pair of boulders.
Okay.
Preferably one on either side of the road, and about 20 feet apart from each other.
There's definitely one, but there's another. But the other one is like a good ways out. You'd have to move it.
Well, how far out is a good ways out? 20 feet's more than minimum.
Okay. I'm actually curious. What do you plan on doing so we can figure this out?
So my plan is to put a glyph of warding on each of the boulders. That triggers when someone walks within 10 feet of it.
How long does a glyph of warding last?
Until dispelled or it goes off.
Alright.
So I take it we're okay with this?
Yeah. I just wanted to quickly take a peek at it and everything, and yeah, no.
Okay, so the one on the right as I'm headed down the path,
Okay.
whichever boulder that is, it's going to be a glyph of warding explosive rune lightning.
Okay.
And the one on my left will be glyph of warding explosive rune acid. Both set to go off whenever someone walks within 10 feet of them.
Okay. Making a note.
And then as soon as I finish that, turn around, go back to camp, and begin spreading the word, like of specifically what those boulders were, and not to go near them under pain of pain.
All right. There we go. All right. Notes taken for myself. There. Fair enough. Everybody kind of like. As soon as you tell one person, they tell like another. They like go ahead and warn other people in the area around them, and your message starts to spread. You do hear a murmur of, "Why aren't there any mages in our army?" And they're quite, yeah, that's weird.
Well, I'm a mage.
Yeah, but you're not part of the army, technically.
Well, I'm here to help.
Yeah, but why doesn't the whole army, like, have a military mage sector? Or, you know?
That's a good question.
That is weird. The group as a whole has, like, the message starts to spread pretty easily. Your sparring match, by the way, Bunsen, and your ability to coax others to stay back has caused others to start sparring a little bit. So you kind of started something. I do want a nature check out of you, Rainbow, because you're hunting.
Nature. Oh, I got a nat one.
Oof. So you're setting up like a snare trap for, something small like a rabbit. And the rope that you'd been using for a very long time to do this kind of hunting finally snaps.
All right.
It doesn't hurt you, but it's broken.
Do you have to remove the rope out of my inventory, or it's 50 feet?
No, not that rope. The rope that you've been using
Okay.
for trapping specifically.
All right, then I guess I'm just gonna stay still and see if I can't find anything small, like a squirrel or something like that.
Then I need a stealth check.
Stealth.
Because you're trying to not get noticed so you can nab something small.
9.
You're surprisingly noticeable, and perhaps it was the snap of the rope or whatever, but not a lot seems to be coming particularly near you. You do hear squirrels moving about up the trees, as they are wont to do. There's like at least one little instance of hearing the sound of two squirrels having like a tiny bicker before they go their separate ways.
And I see these 3 squirrels.
No, you don't see them, but you definitely hear them.
So I can't throw a javelin at them.
No.
Okay.
Squirrels walk through the forest like they're 180 fucking pounds. So
Yeah. You can hear them, and they're shaking a lot of the little tree areas, but you can't quite get a good bead.
I'm gonna sit really, really still for a while, and I'm gonna hold up my javelin. I'm just gonna sit really, really still.
I guess stealth roll with advantage because you're taking your time.
All right, that's 17, or I got 24.
Nice. You finally get to a point where it seems like whatever the creatures of the forest start to kind of go quiet, like not see you as much as a threat. A squirrel finally works his way down off of a tree, and is poking around the general area looking for stuff. You gonna strike?
I'm gonna throw my javelin right at it.
That feels very big for squirrel hunting. Roll to hit.
That's gonna be a 9.
I'm gonna say you hit it. It's a squirrel.
It splatters. There's nothing left.
I'm gonna collect the meat, and I'm gonna try to find Emirate.
What little meat you do manage to collect? Because the javelin kind of eviscerated this thing. Because I don't think you realize how big a javelin is.
I'm also gonna collect the javelin too, and I'm gonna go find Emirate with the meat.
Emirate's back at camp. He's kind of just going back over his notes and thinking.
I'm gonna pop it right on his lap.
Everyone in the party hears the shriek. Everyone just hears Emirate shriek. It is and then just panic and just kind of have a moment.
Meat for you! Meat, bring it to you!
Oh my god. I've already had breakfast. He's just having a little moment. You can see him kind of just trying to keep his composure. He's failing desperately. No, thank you. I need to go. He takes his note. He's rapidly puts all of his notes back into his bag and then heads inside.
I look puzzled at him as he leaves.
A wild child has been found. I'm gonna say that we call a break here for just a couple of minutes.
Okay.
I usually don't, but
okay.
A, it's because Jay got up to go to the bathroom, and B, just to kind of give you guys a chance to do the same.
Okay.
All right, so we're taking 5 minutes then.
Yeah.
All right, be back.
Look out, it's about to get really intense.
Hello. But we're taking a short break.
Okay. Oh, hey, the ambulance is here again.
Yeah, I know.
Who'd you stab this time?
I think we've just got a neighbor that's a frequent flyer when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah, it's not my fault this time. This time. Yee.
Back.
Hello, welcome back.
Who swung all the colored squares?
Mm.
Oh. Oh, while we're waiting, how do you bring up what do you call those tablets? How do you bring up a tablet?
I'd have to probably
What?
spawn.
Oh, okay.
Hang on.
I thought it was something that I did.
Hang on. Everyone, stop trying to click on it at once. You're lagging everything. Ooh. There.
Thank you.
Prop.
How do you pick them up? That actually bring it up to your face.
I don't think there's really a way to do that. You can hold Alt over it to see the page better,
Oh.
but you're not going to be able to interact with it.
Oh, I see. Can you interact with your character sheet or?
You should be able to if you can open it on there.
I can't do the rolls or anything. Neat.
If you use the Steam overlay to open a browser, that one lets you do the dice rolls and stuff.
Steam overlay. It's what?
Shift
tab.
Yeah. And at the bottom, you'll see web browser.
Oh, I see.
Is Bunsen here?
Yeah, I'm here. Apparently,
Yay.
my really old Tumblr account got hacked and was adding people.
Weird.
Yeah, I just took care of that.
Fair enough.
Are we about ready?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm ready.
Alright. Then let's go. Are any of you going to do anything about Emmerich kind of freaking out?
I'm gonna notice it and I'm gonna follow him into the building.
Fair enough.
Because I didn't see what happened. Literally.
I'm gonna speak the snuggles and does anyone speak animal right now?
No.
I would say well, maybe it wasn't big enough.
Is there anything else anyone else wants to do, or?
Did you ask in character if people could speak with animals?
No.
Okay.
Like, not currently. Like, no one's currently casting
Gotcha.
Speak with Animals. This was the basic gist of that.
Because I can cast it.
Alright. You follow Emmerich
Was I?
in, who... Huh? Oh, You?
Oh, so was I back from my errand in the pass to
Yeah.
see Emirate freaking out?
Yeah.
Are you gonna follow him?
Oh, never mind. That only lasts a minute, so that won't be useful.
When you follow him in, he kind of just, you see him kind of go through like a series of just like him talking to himself. Everything is okay. I'm going to be okay. That was just an incident. Everything will be fine.
You're quite the neurotic little fellow, aren't you?
Yes. Kind of comes with the territory.
What's going on with you? You seem particularly rattled.
And more importantly, where did that blood come from?
Well, our new companion brought me a squirrel that was dead.
Why?
She wanted me to eat it.
Why?
I don't know.
Well, that's downright disgusting.
If we weren't about to go to war, I think I'd just kill it.
I believe I said it was a gift.
Huh?
I believe I said it was a gift.
Oh, it was a gift. You see him kind of finally calm down enough, and then he casts prestidigitation on himself to clean himself off. He's not very happy. I'm worried because we're going to war, and because that started entirely based off of my research, and that someone might be weaponizing everything I've worked for all of my life.
Hmm.
I know I'm only 19, but like this is like everything. This is everything I made.
Well, I wouldn't blame yourself. Just because other people insist on fighting.
Yes. Truly, this is a perversion of your work, not a use of it.
It doesn't make it any better. The reality is still there that everything that I worked for is now potentially going to be used for bad, whatever that is. People could get hurt.
At this
Well,
point, I walk in after having done sparring and stuff, and like, oh yeah, why is there blood here?
There's no could about it. People will be hurt.
well, not
That's
if we
just
do
something
something
we have
about
to-
it.
If they figure out how the moon gates work, they could just teleport wherever they need to. They could
What
put their
the-
army anywhere.
What did I just walk into here?
It's pretty clear they won't figure that out. Anybody with that knowledge would die before giving it up.
Hello?
Emmerich kind of looks at you and goes, I was given a gift by our new companion. And it was a dead squirrel.
From Peridot?
Yes.
What is she? Some kind of I guess she is.
Calling that cat our companion is being a little generous.
He prestidigitations the last little spot of blood at that point. I'm worried because if they manage to figure out how to get the moon gates working correctly, they could cause massive untold damage, or they could just teleport their whole army anywhere.
I don't think that'll be a problem. I mean, the secrets behind it are still. Maxine didn't find any of that out. Plus, they require some sort of gems that the shape-shifting warriors used. They wouldn't have access to that. right?
True, but we know that someone was setting up portals ahead of us. There's a good shot they could have been connected to the college.
If they're with the college, they wouldn't send us out to investigate these portals, would they? That would just be a waste of resources.
Unless they're hiding something from the college, too.
Or the college
Who's
wants to
they?
make it look like they have plausible deniability.
True.
I don't know. It seems a little far-fetched. I think we're fine for the most part. At least, I don't think they have that secret.
True. They probably would have used it by now then.
Right.
That army would have been here a lot faster.
Exactly. We have nothing to worry about in that regard. Take it easy, Emmerich.
I don't think I can take it easy anymore. You hear you know those ships that you guys spotted as you were climbing the mountain?
Mm-hmm.
They are finally leaving. And there is a group on your side of the mountain taking the road up.
Those are reinforcements.
And they're heavily armed.
Those look like our reinforcements.
They are carrying a pirate flag. So most likely they are.
Those are definitely our reinforcements, guys.
Yeah.
I hesitate to use the word cavalry, but
when you the lance troops, but you carry the Jolly Roger anyway.
come then, we should go meet with them. Where's the king at?
King?
The Fey King.
Oh, him.
Oh,
He's probably at the top of the tavern. What's up?
nothing. I was just laughing at your him. Like you just forgot the Fey King existed for a second.
No, I forget sometimes that he's the Fey King because I just think of him as the Fey patron.
The Phaetron, if you will.
Yes. You guys head upstairs and find him kind of looking out from the tower. He was watching the ships leave.
We should probably go meet our new reinforcements that are arriving.
We should. I do need to head down the mountainside after all anyway. I need to find something.
I'm already heading down to meet with the pirates.
The king and Smoke probably catch up. Ember decides to stay up in the fort because he's just like, I have had enough for the day already.
He does know that he's probably not expected to fight, right? He's not really the fighter type.
No, but it's still jarring when you consider that all they've ever heard is stories.
I mean, true, but that's the case with everyone here.
Yeah. But he's also a non-combatant and he doesn't like fighting.
Yeah, well, I don't think anyone expects him to fight.
Fair enough, but still. You guys make your way down, and you along with the general and the Fey King meet up with a very tall half-orc woman in heavy armor. And
Ahoy
she
there.
looks excited.
Ahoy there, pirates.
Don't say ahoy to the pirates.
Is that not what you say to pirates?
What kind of weapon did you say she had?
Huh?
What kind of weapon did you say she had?
I didn't say she had a weapon. I didn't say what weapon she had. I just said she was big, tall, and heavily armored.
I thought you said you had like a big weapon of some kind. I didn't hear.
Representative of the pirate colony, I presume, I say to her.
Colony is a weak word to use for us at this point. I bet you Northerners still don't quite know what we've been up to down here, huh?
Nope.
I don't pretend to be affiliated in politics.
Fair enough.
Lifting weights?
Yes, you could say that.
Regardless.
Question. Is Ahoy okay, or can only pirates say that?
Why are you hung up on Ahoy? What is up with this?
I just want to be clear on this.
It sounded so fucking white, Bunsen. I'm sorry.
That was the joke.
Hi, you can't be using that word!
That was exactly the joke.
Fuck, dude.
My man says Bildrat with a hard T.
Ooh. Oh, no. Oh, God. she's just like, so we heard from the message anyway that forces have met at the top of the mountain. Well, at this point they've moved back down the mountain. Well, that's good. Then we don't have to be here anymore. No, they've set up camp. Ah, they're finally going to start a fight. Of course.
It's pivotal that they do start it.
Are you ready to crack some skulls open?
You're a little too eager for this.
No, that's the right attitude. They're
Yep.
on the wrong side here, and they know it.
Yes, but being excited about violence for violence's sake is the rule of barbarians.
And mercenaries.
Fair enough. I'm mostly excited to get them back and off of our fucking mountain. No one needs to be up here starting shit. Starting a border conflict. An aggressive border conflict. Over a rumor?
News is traveling faster than I'd imagine it would be.
Apparently it's about some kind of silly rumor about a silly dragon. As
You
if
know
those things
dragons.
exist.
You know dragons are real, right?
Oh, sure. How old are you again?
Well,
I hate you.
Amongst sailors who whisper to each other in the night, of course. We all believe that there are dragons. We've seen them.
I like to imagine like one guy in the back goes like, "They are."
She turns and she looks out at the ocean and says, "We see her every day."
Are you implying the ocean is a dragon?
To an extent. The dragon of the ocean could be any part of the ocean. She was never caught back in the day, after all. Who knows? She could still be out there. She could be any part of the ocean and we would never know. She could be right under a boat and they'd never know.
She could be having tea with Bigfoot.
What's a Bigfoot?
We have no proof that she ever died. There's always a chance she's still out there. And maybe sometimes she favors us.
And maybe sometimes she gets a Windows notification.
Yeah, we've been just hearing that a lot.
Oh, I didn't realize you guys were hearing those. My bad. It's coming from my other computer. There we go. I was like, what the hell are you guys talking about?
Even if she isn't real. Even if she isn't real, there's no harm in believing in her. And if she is real, well, maybe one day your belief will pay off.
You know who's been really quiet is that darn book of yours.
He just sleeps most of the
Book?
time.
He sleeps.
I have a talking book in my coat. Here, say hello, book.
Uh...
I replace him in the coat.
He just says,
She's just like immediately just like, ah. More strange people in a stranger land. Good to know. So have they set anything up or seem to start getting ready quite yet? Now that our scouts have seen, all we've seen is them just setting up camp. I think they're waiting for they're waiting for an additional force.
Who would come to help them?
Well, they're not the whole army. They couldn't possibly be the whole army. This is a big country over there. We're a smaller country. Well, we're less of a country, more of a state. We don't consider ourselves a country per se. We're not like the other two where, oh, we have a big country and we have all these big areas of land. We're just sort of here. We let everyone have an equal say after all. This is the place pirates built. there there's sort of just like a moment where the Fey King kind of looks at what Chev. Is this what you've been doing?
Chev, are you making like some sort of dance floor?
I don't know. I've been mindlessly doing it while I listen.
Fair enough. The Fey King kind of looks aside and goes, they think there's a dragon in Anita Glaive. Anita Glade. Well, is there?
And Rum can hear this too, right?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Well, I'm just excited to see a real dragon. I did enjoy seeing the Star Dragon.
The Star Dragon?
You needn't pay attention to what he says.
Yeah, he's been taking some weird drugs lately. What are you talking
What?
about?
No, I have not.
And I like pat you, like I elbow you a bit.
Why'd you elbow me? That hurts.
Well, even if there was a dragon, that dragon lives in our country, in our region. And if that dragon wants to live freely, he can.
Saying that the dragon lives there is a bit of a generous statement.
My point.
The dragon that happened to be there was only there for a moment of time.
My point at the end of the day is if he's not causing trouble, then he's just as protected as everyone else who lives here.
And I pause for a second. I look to the group, and then I look back to the pirate, and then I smile. You misunderstand, my pirate representative. There was a dragon in the Anita Glaive. But
Was.
that dragon is right here, and I take a bow. I am the dragon of the Anita Glaive.
Oh, that's gonna be like a persuasion roll, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or a deception roll, rather.
Yeah.
Do you want deception or persuasion, honey?
Deception.
Where did the character sheet go? I had it open! I was ready this time! Son of a bitch!
Can I roll perception to see if I can tell? Like,
I'm gonna get a deception roll
Well, you'd
going.
be doing insight.
I want like if I catch on quickly.
Oh yeah, insight.
For fuck's sake.
I got a third.
You rolled in that one, didn't you?
No, it balanced itself on the edge of my dice tower.
Oh.
I rolled a 13.
8 plus 7, that's a 15.
All right, really quick. I just want to say, did I catch on real quick that you're trying to deceive?
You caught it. You caught
Okay. I'm going to like nudge Rum for a second and say, let her say that. Don't say anything.
on.
I got a 15.
Right.
Yeah. She laughs and she just looks at you and she goes, and she laughs and she immediately goes, I'm just really glad that the one time we get graced by a dragon, it's one in our region. We don't have to deal with them. You're
They're
free to
fools.
live here just like everyone else.
They're fools acting on a rumor. While my power is genuine, I am no true dragon. I assume you know the stories of how powers are passed down.
I've heard rumors, and I've heard tales, of course. There was a mage a few years back. Caught the attention of damn near everyone in the capital. He kept asking about dragons.
Regardless, if they're here for me, I will show up. But that is why they're here. They think that my brief excursion to the glade for a favor to the Fey King. The man wanted a real dragon at one of his parties.
Is
That
the
does
Fey
sound
King
like him.
is the Fey
Fey
King
King-
here?
The Fey King is here.
Yes. That does
The-
sound like you.
I look to the Fey King. What does the Fey King seem to look like?
The Fey King is keeping. Well, to be fair, the Fey King's expression doesn't really change, it's his tone. So he's got a really good poker face.
Yeah, his
Nods
head
and
is a
agrees.
skull, in case you've forgotten.
Oh yeah,
It was
that was a
quite
deer
the
face.
erotic dance she pulled off that night.
Please
Regardless,
don't speak ill
I
of the
got-
dragon.
Uncharacteristically intoxicated at that event, and thus my actions there have been muddled, and that is the rumor that has reached their capital.
Either way, you're protected. You live here. Even if it's only for right now.
You-
There's no damn good reason that they are going to for them to march an army across the border to kidnap someone.
Oh, trust me, friend, and I point my hand to the side towards a stone and use an eldritch blast at it just to destroy it. I'm the one here to protect. I may not live here, but they're assaulting your people for my sake. They are under my protection.
Can't wait to come back and tell the wife that I ended up fighting side by side with a dragon.
I am the last of my kind, and with that comes this particular instinct of survival.
My name is Treen. It's nice to meet you. And I'm hoping we get to send them packing back down that mountainside tonight. I have a plan.
Does it involve skunks?
In
No.
turn, I bow and introduce myself. And I am Smoke, the dragon of dark fire.
Smoke the magical dragon to you.
I'm Kellogg. I'm a farmer.
My companions and I have been traveling for some time.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes. This is Rum, the wizard of the high mountains.
Nice to meet you.
He lacks training, but his inherent talent is something to behold.
And as soon as you say that, I flick my fingers to try and create the fire again, but instead I create 3 dancing torches that spin around in front of me. Oh, would you look at that?
This is Kellogg. He's a farmer specializing in particular fruit.
I have to magic teleporting bananas. They don't teleport.
And here is the Cleric Tavern. Follower of the Lady of Death. His counsel has proven useful to me.
Tavern.
Don't mind his silence. He is a stoic one.
He took an oath of silence like 5 minutes ago.
Sorry, I was ordering a sandwich. I did not for a second.
I cannot tell you how much I wish your character was saying that in character.
Sorry, I was ordering a
Lifts up the
sandwich.
faceplate enough to get a Sammy in there.
Just ordering Jimmy John's during this conversation.
He's just on a horse in the drive-through.
Tavern off to the side on his knelt down.
He's at the fucking meal cart.
No, he's like off to the side of the road, knelt down, praying.
It descends. Like each ingredient descends one at a time, landing on top of each other for this immaculate
He
sandwich.
finishes his prayer, and then he stands up and he goes, "Sorry guys, I was ordering a sandwich."
Caused hilarity by the fact that I did not have a chance to get dinner before the game.
If there was one moment in this campaign that I would like to have animated, it's that one.
As anyone saying
clerics
tavern,
themselves.
we turn around, he's rolling up with a sandwich.
I
A
think-
Wendy's bag.
Bryn, that's the hardest I've heard you laugh.
Apologies, they had the 4 for 4 at the meal cart.
It's just when I don't expect something, it hits me really hard. Oh god.
And this, I gesture to the back of the group, is my most trusted follower, Emret, a scholar.
Well, Emmer didn't come with you guys.
And this
Oh.
is... Where did he... well, now I
think-
look the fool. My most trusted follower is not with us at the moment, but Emret is a scholar. And a smart one, betrayed by the college, unfortunately.
Ugh. Every time I've ever heard anything about anyone going to that college, it's always been bad things. Every mage who's ended up here, and every mage that I've met who's ended up in anything in this capital, has wanted nothing to do with the college after something.
You know not of their evils. I did say I was the last of my kind, but that statement was only partially facetious. They not only have the only other black dragonborn that I know of, but also an entire black dragon in their cellars, likely imprisoned and to be studied.
Jeez. Imprisoning random creatures just because they think they need to study them?
And that's what they're here to do, probably to me.
Ugh.
Well, I trust your entourage to bring a revived sense of morale to the soldiers below. They seem worried.
I would imagine so. First
Do not
war
wo-
in hundreds of years.
Don't worry. I assume that if they know that such a powerful dragon is fighting alongside them, they'll certainly feel more comfortable.
Of course.
Send them a letter.
Hey, DM,
Yeah?
is there a separate role for specifically deception through someone else? Like someone else deceiving on your behalf?
Perhaps
No.
Perhaps
That,
you get
that would
some
probably
letter
just be deception.
that says, "Smoke, the magic dragon is on our side."
Ah.
You'll forgive the cat. Every court needs their gesture.
As long as he doesn't have a key, as long as she doesn't have a key, I'm good.
A key?
Don't worry about it.
Is that one of your human books?
No, I had a run-in with a jester who was not particularly very kind.
What a coincidence. I've had a few run-ins with clowns myself. Amazing the things you find in the wild highlands.
What's a
Surviving a
clown?
genocide will do that to you.
Wild clowns.
Where will
What's a
you be
clown?
during random clown encounter?
What's a clown?
Oh, they're like a jester, but a lot less funny.
Oh.
Though also usually a lot less stabby. I've met a lot of very stabby jesters.
Imagine an unironic harlequin.
Oh, alright.
Regardless, I extend my hand. I bid you farewell. We must regroup and prepare. I imagine it won't be long before they strike.
Of course, she shakes your hand in it. She has a very firm grip.
You realize my body is frail. You must be gentler.
Roll to
Sorry.
roll to not have hands broken.
Is that a constitution check?
She lessens her grip immediately, and she's like, "Oh, sorry." Like she's actually like genuinely like a person. I have to wonder what the hell's happening in the middle of our board. All I know is it's gay and we're dancing, I think. Fuck yeah.
And I turn around and say, "Come then, people. We shall return to our quarters. We have much to discuss."
So you guys are gonna head back up the mountain.
And I'm just gonna wait until we're out of earshot of everyone else, of like all the other soldiers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to, as we walk, I'm going to turn my head back to them. I understand that. I hope that you understand what I did there.
Yeah, some kind of deception, right?
What do you mean
More or
what you did?
less.
Well, I caught on, but I was unsure. What was the purpose of the deception? She's on our side, isn't she?
Yes, but we don't need everyone knowing about the idea, about what we're here for. And I quickly gesture my eyes to the cat.
I go, what? What are you talking about?
Well, that was Rum who gave it away.
No, I know. But the cat doesn't know. The cat doesn't know the full story of why we're here.
Oh, right.
More importantly, that story will spread through the camp like wildfire, both legitimizing its claim and bolstering our troops.
What
You
story?
can't tell me you wouldn't be more confident in your ability to go to war were you not backed up by a magical dragon.
Oh, here's us talking about this silly dragon again.
Besides, none of these people have seen real magic in years. Everyone I measured up at the college barely measured up to me. If they send the true spellcasters out, then perhaps. But from what anyone will see on that battlefield, my magic is completely unmatched and will seem godlike, even if it isn't.
Clever.
I don't know. Did you see me create those 3 torches?
Yes, but I can do this, and I prepare a fireball as if to cast it. And it's like it's like 10 feet around, and then I collapse it.
Nice magic trick.
I can throw that. It kills people.
Nice deadly magic trick.
Most of my magic tricks are deadly. I see little point in any other kind. That's what the cleric's for.
Fair enough.
You think that I don't have deadly magic as well?
Oh, of course you do. It's kind of your specialty. But if we're to keep up this illusion of something of a faux king's court, your role here definitely plays more of a... I hesitate to use the term supporter.
Oh, speaking of which, did you order enough sandwiches for all of us?
Did you bring it up for the class?
I did bring enough for the class.
At the base of the mountain, as the evening sets in, you see the camp fill up.
With pirates?
No, this is the enemy camp.
Oh, you mean their camp.
Their reinforcements have arrived.
Ah.
Is it a lot?
It's a good bit.
The rest of you go to rest for the night. Rum, follow me.
Well, all right. What's all this
it's
then?
It's not quite night. It's still like the sun is setting.
Yeah, I know.
All right,
You
Smoke.
can do what you want. The rest of you can do what you want for the evening, but Rum, come with me.
Rum follows.
Okay.
And I would just bring you to an open field.
Oh
What
no.
are you capable of?
I thought you were gonna like take me out back and put me down.
What are you capable of?
Well, I can do this, and then he pulls out his morning star and swings it, and a leap of green fire leaps from the sword and glances off of you. It's green flame blade.
Green flame blade, do again.
It's as part of the action used to cast a spell, you must make a melee attack with a weapon against one creature. Otherwise, the spell fails. On a hit, the target suffers the attack's normal effects, and green fire leaps from the target to a different creature of your choice that you can see within 5 feet of it. And then it takes damage.
An extension of your will. Strong. But how did you do that?
I don't know. I've been studying really hard, but I don't understand how I'm suddenly successful.
Studying is for wizards.
Well, am I not a wizard?
No.
Oh, I
You're
thought I
not.
was a wizard.
No, wizards, much like warlocks, don't have their magical talent internalized. Their magical abilities are learned. They are magicless people who find their magic within the studies.
Are you saying I've wasted all this time studying?
Waste is a strong word. What I'm saying is that your potential must be cultivated through practice, especially now that it has begun to manifest. You're no wizard, you're a sorcerer.
A sorcerer? I don't know how I feel about that.
The distinctions of what different types of mages are comes from their sources. Wizards come from their studies. My power comes from a benefactor. Your power is your own, a privilege in this age.
Well, that's pretty nice. Well, what do we do about it then?
We are here alone on this open field. There is no one here that you can harm, other than me.
Well, except you, and
And
you're
I'm the
already
op-
pretty beat up.
Do try your best to be careful then. Show me what you can do, and I will help you cultivate it.
Alright, so he's going to cast Dancing Lights, and he's going to create those 3 torches again. Look, I could do this over and over.
A basic cantrip of magic. A useful one, to be sure.
He doesn't
Are
yet
these
know that he
simply
can turn it
lights?
into other things.
Are these simply lights, or perhaps you can will them to do other things?
Oh, like what?
Unsure. Concentrate your will on them. Perhaps the magic will speak back to you.
Rome closes his eyes and focuses really hard. Oh, and then he peeks one eye open just in time to see the 4 lights combined together into a glowing form, just like a big orb for a minute, and then he just kind of thinks a little harder, and and then it turns into a human shape, a humanoid shape. Like, look, I did it! I made it come alive.
Interesting. Now do it with your eyes open.
All right. Let's see here. You know what? I'm gonna do a dice roll. Let's see how many do I have here. Okay. Okay, so he's going to try and manipulate the light some more, and instead he's going to be straining really hard, and all of a sudden he kind of puts his foot down on the ground, like adjusts his weight, and he casts Thunder Wave by accident.
I'm just gonna choose to believe that it doesn't do damage, but it just knocks me over.
Fair enough. I'll allow it.
So, this wave of force goes out and knocks you down to the ground. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Are you okay?
I appear to be fine. I hobble my way back up to standing.
Are there any little animals nearby that were disturbed by this thunder wave? Squirrels,
Yeah,
chipmunks?
no, you definitely see like birds and things just kind of fly away from nearby.
Okay, so Rum is going to, because if it's okay with you, DM, it's normally cast as a ritual, but, or wait, where is it? Speak with animals. Yeah, it's a ritual, 10-minute ritual. But because he's like sporadically experiencing his powers, I'd like to say that he just randomly heard a bird say, "Holy shit!" as it dives out of the way of Thunderwave.
It's the middle
I'm
of
sorry.
the evening. This is when we're resting.
I'm sorry, little birdie. So, making it obvious to Smoke that I heard the animals say something.
You must calm yourself. Your magic is wild, untamed.
Oh, I rather likes it that way.
Yes, but magic is dangerous when untamed. my fire, for instance, and I manifest my fire in my hands. Untamed, it can cause unchecked destruction. The same with that Thunderwave step. I recognize that one. That's a fairly common spell that many can cast. Try to focus on what the sensation of casting that spell was, and see if you can do it again in a direction that is not facing me.
Well, it just kind of goes out in every direction.
Then I will stand on top of this rock.
Okay, so he's gonna focus, and then after a minute of, you see the lights form again, and so far the only path he knows to get there is to just focus on the lights until they disappear, and poof, another thunder wave shoots out from his feet in kind of a bubble. You're behind cover or something. Should he roll for anything? Or she, I mean.
I'm on top of a rock.
You're on top of a rock.
Do I fall off the rock?
Yeah, you're gonna fall off the rock.
Oh, I'm so sorry. And he's going to come and try to help you up and accidentally cast Shocking Grasp on you.
Oh, good.
Alright. Roll for hit.
Let's see. Lightning springs from your hand, deliver a shock to a creature you try to touch. Make a melee spell attack. Okay. So, Shocking Grasp. Let's get this up here. Cast Shocking Grasp. Okay, that's a 24 to hit.
Okay, that's... Yep, yeah, you got me! My 11 AC!
10 lightning damage.
Ow.
Oh, what is happening? No! Smoke!
I am... Ow. Fine.
His concern turns into a cackle. Unlimited power! Just kidding.
This is why we must learn to control this power.
I didn't even know I had that one.
Exactly. Your magic is wild, untamed. That's why we are out here. And why I am doing this. And my mage armor manifests over me. Precautionary measure.
All right. So
now, in order to let you practice more freely, and I just clasp myself, casting fly, targeting myself, and I rise a few feet into the air.
Whoa! Teach me that one.
I'm not sure that you're capable of this one, at least not yet. Everything you've demonstrated so far has been basic cantrip magic. Perhaps in time, you will be able to. But for now, we shall focus on these basics. You seem to have everything. You seem to start everything with those motes of light you're able to manifest. Focus on your hand.
Okay.
Try to summon forth that lightning again. Target the rock instead of me.
Okay. So he reaches his hand out, and then he tries to calm his mind and tries to cast it. I'm just gonna say this time it works. And the lightning shoots forth, and oh look, I'm doing it! As it hits the rock, and the rock's just getting charred.
Excellent. Now apply the same method you just used to your legs, and focus on that thunder wave.
All right. Well, when I focus on my legs, I imagine a big stomp, and he stomps, and poof, thunder wave is cast again, and then. At this point, I feel like he would feel fatigued from all of this because he's out of spell slots.
And I would descend from my flight. You see? Your magic speaks to you. It is untamed. But you must learn its language. It's clear that your magic is speaking to you in a language that you know well. Your body, your fighting.
Well, this is great. Being able to control this will really help me take advantage of them if we get in trouble.
Indeed. When magic speaks to you, always make sure you listen. The darkness, I pull up my grimoire, the darkness that my magic speaks in is especially important. You must always be careful. to not become too tempted by your magic. Wielding power like this, it is intoxicating. But believe me when I say that falling down that hole can lead you to a place you cannot even begin to think you can get back out of.
That sounds rather terrifying, not gonna lie.
It is. With a great power comes an even greater sense of responsibility. I put my hand on his shoulder. I trust you, my friend, to take this responsibility to heart.
Well, thank you, Smoke. I appreciate that. I will focus, and I will try to hone them in so that I don't end up stomping on the ground and pushing all of our group to the walls.
Good. Now then, let's return to town. My flight lasts for a good while. Perhaps I can impress the commoners.
Next week, Smoke dies by a mugger's hand that Rum didn't stop earlier that week.
I have to see this. And Rum follows him because he wants to see people's reactions to him flying.
I just walk. I head down to the camp. How long does it take to get down to the camp?
Well, the camp is basically set up at the wall.
Okay, we weren't too far away.
No.
And so I would walk towards the crowd. Would there be any reaction because of the rumors that have been spread?
The crowds are like, "What the fuck? Someone's flying!"
Oh no, I'm walking.
Oh, you're walking.
I'm walking up.
Then, it's Rum who's flying?
No, I cast fly on myself, but I return to the ground and am walking to camp.
Okay.
Why would they react then?
There would be kind of a bit of a murmur as they spot you as you're coming back in. But you can see that a bunch of the guards are a little bit more worried because there's a couple of people having what looks to be a very serious and quiet discussion at the top of the wall. The Fey King is there for sure. But there is sort of like the dragon kind of moment.
Everyone, you needn't worry.
You gonna check out the conversation?
I would follow their logic, and I would say to everyone, you needn't worry, anyone. And I would begin to ascend. The stories you've heard are true, and I am here to protect you. And I would turn to Rum. Ensure that they know that I'm here for them. And I would fly away to investigate the conversation.
There's a loud and sudden murmur through the entire crowd.
I mean, there's a flying dragon person. Is that not good enough?
It's more a matter of like everyone's like, holy fucking shit.
Do I hear anything as I approach the conversation?
So the Fey King goes, I'm glad they're willing to try to talk again, I'm just worried. It's like, yeah, but if they talk and it turns out the person they've sent us isn't particularly good, they make a good prisoner. Like, you hear Trine and she's just like, good prisoner, you know how it is. That's not a good option.
You know, gentlemen, it probably isn't the best idea to have these talks in eyeshot of the people who are already mistrusting of you. You're causing quite a stir down below.
You do know that we have... If they send somebody up to talk with us, or we send somebody down, there will be bloodshed, yes?
Yes, but there's...
How did Tavern get here?
I don't know. I guess Tavern was...
Well, he's clearly on a walkie-talkie, so...
I guess Tavern was just here because he didn't have anything better to do.
The Fey King turns to you and goes, I want you to look down. They're not sending a soldier to talk to us.
They're not sending their best.
You see the mage. You see at that moment, coming up the mountainside, with a torch and only a couple of guards, the mage who showed up to help you guys, who was supposed to help with finding the portals. I'm gonna leave you there.
All right.
Who's that guy again?
Wait, we're done? Damn, time flies.
So I'm gonna do a little thing, and I'm gonna say that I was ordering a sandwich, but also starting a rumor that Smoke is an exotic dancer dragon.
Why? Why the fuck are you doing that?
God, our
You
allies.
do realize your
gonna
actions have
die.
consequences, right?
I'm
Rainbow?
joking. I'm joking.
But it was him who showed up the first time that when you guys came back to the college the first time.
I really, really, really wanted Rum to lasso you, like, without you knowing, with a bit of string, and then fly you like a kite as you flew through town.
Dragon kite. But thank you for listening to Lumiere. Tomorrow should be Tomb of Annihilation at 9:30 EST, 7:30 MST, correct? I think.
Tavern?
Yeah,
No,
I
it's
think
at it's
Yeah, I thought it was
9
10.
Central, so 10 Eastern.
10 Eastern. Sorry. Well, no, it's 7 p.m. MST, so that's 9. Wait, that's our campaign. Blah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
10:30,
9 Central, 10
8:30,
Eastern.
10:30. Okay, cool.
About an hour ago, wherever you are.
Yeah. All right. So we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Good night.
Good
Bye.
night,
night.
everyone.